Hello everyone, and welcome back to FM22 here with the Kangaroos. Oh yes, in the Czech leagues. Yeah, we got quite a few things to look at here, but we saw most of the players in the last episode, so I'm not gonna go over all of them in this one. But we're gonna take a look at the schedule. We're gonna take a look at our tactic again and how we're setting up in the first match. Our first match is gonna be against, you can see it up here, against Karvina. I think they might be favorites just because they are at home. So, yeah. Well, yeah, it's been a fairly okay preseason, not a long one. So I'm concerned about our tactic. This one was definitely where I'm thinking, oh, okay, something is not going well here, because these are not really good, this is not a really good team or anything. A little bit better against the Floristoffer from Austria, I think they are from, and then Eibar. I mean, Eibar is a much bigger team than us. So in this game, I was thinking, okay, it's going all right. It's I get the goals where I thought I would get goals, but we were pretty weak. Actually, Eibar was really good in the air going forward, and they actually got goals against us going forward in the air, which was a little bit of a concern as well. So in terms of the tactic and where I ended is right here. It is a three in the back formation, right, with ball-playing defenders back here and a no-nonsense back who is on cover. Also got a sweeper keeper on support. We are pretty structured in our team fluidity, so that's interesting, right? We got the wingbacks on attack, so that's something. We got a roaming playmaker, which I mean the AI doesn't really think that my players can play that role. I don't agree. I think these guys can actually play it. This is actually a new player, one of those we need to look at. And a defensive midfielder, I'm still a little bit about this role. It could be a ball-winning midfielder, it could be a defensive midfielder. So far I've gone towards the defensive midfielder here near the end of the preseason. And I actually started with an Inganse here, but I went over to an attacking midfielder instead on attack. And he's dropping deep very often. He got those move into channels on him. Target forward and an advanced forward up front. I think that is working quite well. So in terms of the overall tactic, we are playing on balanced mentality. I can go up and down in the matches how I see fit, I think. Maybe up to positive. Very, very rarely going back to cautious, likely. I'm also going up to positive, if anything. If I feel like we can probably gain something from it, I'll probably move it up to positive inside the games. In possession, we're playing fairly narrow to find space for our wingbacks to run into and get those crosses in. Of course, same deal, focusing through the mid, again, more focusing on getting those crosses in and find room for the wingbacks. That's basically, picture perfect what we are trying to do. We are playing out of defense. We are patient in our up play, right? We don't really force it up to the target forward, right? We're waiting for opportunities on the flanks. Passing directness is shorter, so again, not really trying to ask questions, so to speak, of their defense when it comes to trying to beat them on the counter. No, not at all. We are pretty patient in the up play. Tempo is standard. Work the ball into the box. Again, patient play. Play for the set pieces. We are fairly good on the set pieces. We got some really good players in the air, so we're looking for those corners a lot. We're looking for the corners. We're looking for set pieces overall. I'll just put this in the last game or after the last game. Be more expressive. I had dribble less before, but I'm gonna try be more expressive for the next game here. That could go back. I'm not entirely finished with the tactic. I think I'm still looking for things. Right, I'm looking for stuff that could work for us. Also pass into space. Something I'm wondering if that could work for us into space in terms of playing it into the wingbacks into space. And sometimes also the attacking midfielder, possibly the advanced forward as well. But right now I'm not going for that. In transition, I'm going to hold shape when we do win the ball. Again, I'm patient in our build-up. We won't have the ball a whole lot, probably more 50-50 a little bit, and also us having it a little bit less than the opponents. So I'm not looking for the counters, honestly, I'm not. And I'm not going to counter press. We could do that. We could do it, but I'm not going to counter right when we have lost it. I'm going to wait a little bit before we are countering them, or trying to... Actually, we are not countering. We are pressing when we are in our shape again. Also, distribute to center backs because they're fairly good. We have 2 ball playing defenders, so yeah, we are going to go for that. That is rather decent. And this is what the tactic basically also is. When it comes to out of possession, we are going much lower lines of engagement. Like you can see here, I'm calling it lower line because we have lower line of engagement. So we're making sure that our guys are getting back before we are actually starting to pressure. And mostly it's the attack, the midfielders actually doing the pressing, not the forwards. So the wingbacks will help with the pressure as well, but it's often gonna be the midfielders, because often we will be so far back that they're getting into their midfield, right? They're getting into our midfield, and then we're gonna put pressure on those midfielders, maybe making a mistake or getting it out to their flanks, where we then force them on the outside, like here, and taking the battles in the air, basically, right? That's what we're looking for. So I am triggering a press more often. That's also a new thing I'm gonna do. Before it was here for most of the friendlies, but I'm gonna put it up to more often. I want to see a little bit more trigger press when we are getting into this situation where we are in our engagement line. We are using tighter marking. I want to be pretty tight to them, and I'm also gonna use the offside trap just because we are using higher lines on defensive lines. So yeah, it's so far. Is it working? You know, it's definitely subject to change in the future, but that's the deal. So the ball-playing defenders here got pass shorter, dribble less, shoot less often, stay wider when we are outside of when we are in possession. I want them to stay wider. Close down less. I don't want these guys to close down anything. They need to be just defending. Mark tighter. I do want them to tight marking, but I do not want them to go up and try and press someone in the midfield. I'll let the midfielders do that, and the wingbacks. This guy, same deal. Hold position inside our when we have the ball. Hold position because the other guys are gonna go wide. So he wants. I need this guy to hold position. Again, close down less. I don't want this guy to mark. I want him to be on the cover roll. So we will have a little bit of a leeway if they do get balls in behind us, right? Wingback, cross aim for the target forward. I mean, that makes sense. We got a pretty decent target forward. We actually got 2 rather decent target forwards. We want to cross directly into him because either he's going to get a fairly good, what's it called, header on it, and that could lead to corners and just dangerous situations. So I don't really want to aim for this guy, but he sometimes will pick up the ball. If the target forward is having that battle in the air, and sometimes it just drops down, this guy's there. He's right in this, he's in there, close to the target forward. So sometimes it just drops because the target forward is kind of losing or having a tight battle in the air, and then it drops for the advanced forward. More so than ever. So that's, I don't really want to, aim crosses at anything else. Shoot less often, close down more. So yeah, they're helping in the midfield to close down more, and also closing on the wingers. Tackle harder, mark tighter. So they are also gonna mark those wingers quite tight, and then close down really hard on them as well. Defensive midfielder is a lot. Pass it shorter, take fewer risks, dribble less, shoot less often, hold position, which is an interesting one because he's not gonna go that far up the midfield then. Close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. What we will often see with these midfielders, dribble less, shoot less often, close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter on the rolling playmaker as well. What we will often see here is actually this attacking midfielder here will drop pretty deep, even on attack, and be almost on it's almost going to be a 3-3-2-2 because the wingbacks are going to go up there. So it's got almost that 3-3-2-2 when we are in possession. Also outside of possession, of course, it's a completely different scenario. But yeah, it's quite interesting. I haven't played a whole lot with rolling playmakers, but it might not work out. Maybe I need to go back to a deep line playmaker. But so far, it's been fairly okay, I would say. Fairly okay. Attacking midfielder, he is on shoot less often, move into channel, so he's going to move down there and pick up the balls quite often, and then either move it back to the defensive midfielder again, or the roaming playmaker, and then move it out, or move it out to the wingbacks who is overlapping him. Basically, they are overlapping him, making those runs out wide. Close down more. I also want this guy to help out quite a lot, defensively speaking, making sure that he's closing down their defensive midfielder or a midfielder, or sometimes probably also he will likely also go up and pressure central defenders. I don't want to see that too often, and if I do see it too often, I want to take it out again. But we'll see how he does with the close down more. Hopefully it's gonna be midfielders he's gonna go for. But because I'm not specifically telling them inside the opposition instructions to go for central defenders, I'm telling them to go for the midfielders. So hopefully he will go for that. Up here, target forward, pass it shorter, take more risk, hold position. So he's very stationary, right? And his, I want him to be stationary for the wingbacks to hit him more easy with the crosses, and also making spaces for the attacking midfielders and advanced forwards to run into. So yeah, but he is gonna take some risk. Most of our guys, I mean, the two guys that we are mainly gonna play up here got some decent passing and decent vision and stuff, so they can take the risk. Advanced forward doesn't have anything. He's gonna move into some channels sometimes, but he's basically up there pretty alone, trying to find some space for himself. And yeah, so far I've been okay with how it's working out with the advanced forward. He's often coming deep and connecting up with the wingbacks or the roaming playmaker or the attacking midfielder. But more so than ever, he's just gonna be a goal scorer for us, hopefully. He hasn't scored a whole lot of goals so far, this guy, Tramosta. But I think he will find nets quite often with finishing of 12, composure of 12, and decision making of 11 as well, determination of 12, so flair of 16. He should get the goals. He should get some goals. So that is our tactic, and I just wanted to go really quickly through it so you have a good idea of how we're kind of playing. Is it good? No, like I said, subject to change. I'm not too sure about it yet, and the familiarity is not there. So it's hard to tell how good it actually is, but it is what it is, right? That's I've set up all the set pieces. You know, on corners we're gonna go for near corner. Our big target forward is right there to take them, and all of these guys are pretty tall, pretty good in the air. So we should be good on corners, and that's probably the most important thing to say about set pieces, I would say. Yeah, that's about it for the set pieces here, and also the tactic overall. In terms of the transfers, we do have a couple of ins and outs, but not a whole lot. I have brought in 2 players. These are not my signings. They were already here when we started the game. But these 2 I've gotten in, and they are not really, they are not big signings. But the first guy here, Anthony Ikedi, he's just a rotational option in the defensive midfield, likely gonna be playing on that roaming playmaker role on the left-hand side. He doesn't have a good weak foot, a good left foot here, but he can definitely do the role. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to do this role. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. And he could also play on the right-hand side as a defensive midfielder. He might be better at that, to be honest. But he's not going to set this league ablaze. He's just a fairly good player. Also only 22, Nigerian. I think that's our first foreigner, actually. Or could be. I don't know. Maybe. Could be. We also got this guy, Jureskin, coming in. He is on a loan deal. I needed one more wingback, and he is definitely fitting that bill. He got some really good crossing, really rapid, good technique. Fairly good little player, and he's gonna probably be second choice over there. We got our star player is on that wingback anyway, so he's just a backup for him basically. Probably rotating a bit with him. Croatian, so another international player. But of course not. He's an EU citizen, so we don't really have anything to worry about when it comes to registration. We also have a couple of outs. David Bartrek is moving out. I didn't really need him. He wasn't the player that I was looking for. He is more an inverted winger on the right-hand side. Didn't really need him as a he wouldn't really work as my he just isn't. He's also 33, so I moved him out. And you know what? I got 79k for him. I'm fairly happy with that for a 33-year-old guy. Seaman, a youngster, moving out. Nothing really spectacular there. Keita was, he was actually my second option when it came to target forwards. We do have another option as well as target forward, and it's a guy that I actually haven't shown because he came down from the under-23s or whatever it's called down there in this team. So Keita moving out for 40k here, and he was fairly decent, but I thought, yeah, okay, let's move him on then. I mean, fair enough. Let's move him on and use the other guy who is. Let's find him here. He is, well, Nesit, of course, the first option as target forward, and he's very good. He's a very good target forward. Probably one of the best players so far in the preseason as well. But we do have one, I haven't set this up correctly yet, but this guy, and he is actually a foreigner, Uguvu, or Godvu. He was actually on the loan list, but I think he's a rather decent little player for us when it comes to target forward. He's only 182 centimeters tall, but I think he can do the job as that second option. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. As you can see, heading of 16. His strength is a little bit low, and his bravery and stuff and composure is not too high. But I think he's gonna be fine, and he's also a little bit more of a pressing forward. So I'd rather use this guy instead of the other guy that we moved on. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's I think we have a pretty decent team, a really decent team. Are we gonna win anything this year? Probably not. We have some really big teams in there, as Slavia Prague. Actually, I haven't taken a look at the season preview here. Yeah, we are near the I mean, we're probably gonna end in the mid-tables, aren't we? That's probably where I would probably see us go into maybe the 7th or 8th spot if we're doing good. I don't think we can beat these guys up here. They're just too good at this moment. We need to build up our team and the tactic, and maybe next season we can push a little bit further up there. But I would be pretty happy with a 7th, 8th, or 9th spot here. I think that's probably where we're at, right? The competition is fierce in the top here, so yeah. But we will see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got a game against Carvinia, I think it is. I haven't actually looked at them. Maybe we should go in and look at them before we get into anything here. Let's take a look at the next opponent. We do not have any... Really? I do have a scout report, but I don't really have anything on them. Which is a little bit worrying, to be honest. We should have an overview here, but I don't know why. Maybe because we haven't seen, maybe we didn't scout them or something. I mean, my scouts should have gotten something on them. Let's actually go into the scouts here. Assignments, next opponent, yeah. Yeah, analyze. Not sure why they didn't do it. That's a little bit odd. But anyway, I don't think it's gonna change how I'm playing against them, because I don't have enough information on my own tactic either, so... So it's gonna be Valles on that sweeper keeper deal. It's gonna be Kostel, Hulga, Bedaka. Yeah, I'm gonna pronounce them how I like. Fulnek, Petrak, Kvet, Kovarik. I think Kovarik is close to what you're supposed to say here. He's probably one of our best players, to be honest. He's getting older. He's getting older, but he's definitely good. He's very, very good. His crossing of 18 is gonna help us out so much, helping the target forward get some really good crosses in there. Puskas, Nesit, and Kramusta. That's an interesting name as well. Is he really Czech? Yes, he is. Interesting Czechish name there. Kramusta. Is that normal? Is that a normal Czechish name? I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be the guys for today. Also, the bench here, just Vondra, Krapka, if you just really want me to pronounce these names. Krapka, Novi, Jureskin, Ikedi, Vanisek, and Ukwu. That's also very odd. But I mean, he is from Nigeria, so yeah, that's not too uncommon a name. A W and a U in Nigeria. That's what I think of names when I'm thinking about Nigerian names. A lot of U's and a lot of W's. Okay, yeah, I think we're ready. Opposition instructions already set. I have my preset. As you can see here, we are pressuring their midfield quite a lot, right? And we're also marking them quite tight instead of the normally in the if you saw my last previous season series, we were more so triggering the press higher up the pitch against the defenders. We're not gonna do that this time around. I'm still going for the totally weak foot here. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't do that. I always want to show them on the weak foot. Here's the thing, unless they're playing inverted wingbacks. That's the thing, I probably don't want to show inverted wingbacks inside, but I don't know. I don't know how they're playing. We don't have any idea of how they're playing. But we could go by them one by one. But you know what? I'm pretty good with my presets. So, whoops, I didn't meant to do that. Let's go back to the overview. And I think we're ready. Unless there is something that the game is telling us we are not allowed to do. We're getting into this game. Oh, it seems to be fine. We just lack some sharpness on Full Neck, Puskas, and Kvet. Well, it is what it is. It wasn't a long preseason. I couldn't really get the sharpness up on them, so not too good. Show him on the weak foot. Yeah, we're definitely doing that already, so let's get into it. First game of this, well, season, but also, you know, yeah, it's gotta be the first game at all in this series. And there we go. That is our lineup. Good, good, good. It looks rather... I don't know what to expect here. I really don't. I think I'm expecting a draw, to be honest. That's probably the most likely scenario here if I was to gamble on it. But you never know. You never know. Papadopoulos. Huh? Always love that name. I've seen... I mean, I don't know why, but... It's a Greece name, right? It's from Greece, and there are so many footballers that is called Papadopoulos for some reason. But it might be a very common name in Greece. I don't know. Dressler, Buchka, Kus. Okay. Doesn't sound very Czechish, these names from their team. But okay. Let's go over to the match analyze here. There we go. Because we also got the heat map on that one anyway. Okay, first highlight, it seems. It might be for us. Nope, it's gonna be a counter. It's gonna be hard to counter us, to be honest. We're not easily countered, I don't think. I'm saying that, and then it might be... Nope, okay. We shouldn't counter too much here. We are holding shape. Oh, okay. Go back. Yeah, there we go. Go back. Build up from the back. Easily, slowly. Get that into their half, and then just out to the wing backs. And get those crosses into the target forward. That's also, yeah, there we go again. And then into the target forward, or in this case, the advance forward. Who cares? If you can get it into him, sure. Unmarked. Or maybe he was marked? I don't know. It looked very strange. Checking goal review, okay. So we got the goal awarded. There we go. So it wasn't offside. But yeah, that's... What happened in there? What did their dude... I mean, he's right there, right next to him, but then... Oh, he missed his header. He thought he could get to it before the advance forward. Ah, sorry, mate. Not gonna happen. That's a big mistake. That's a terrible mistake by that central defender. I think he was a terrible... Yeah, he is a central defender. Terrible mistake here. What? Was that not offside? It looked offside to me. But the lines are saying something else. That was strange. It looked very offside to me. But okay, I'll take it. We're playing on extended highlights, if you didn't know, and we're only gonna play one game today because we're playing on extended highlights. And I don't care. I don't care if you like to play on key highlights and see more games. But here's the thing. I really don't like playing on key highlights. I like extended highlights a lot. Also, right now, I am not too sure about our tactic, and seeing more of the tactics, seeing how we are shaping up against them, just seeing more of the game is the way to go for me. Puskas, ooh, not too bad, not too bad. A little shot there from range. Okay. Yeah, so far so good, right? It's going our way, definitely going our way. Here we go again. Full neck, Paskis, Kvet, Ramusta. I don't know. Kvet, Puskas, out to Kovarik, Kvet, Petrak. Long shot maybe? No. Puskas, get it out to the wingbacks, please. Get it out to the wingbacks. You got so much space out there, man. Come on. We're playing a little bit too narrow for my liking with the wingbacks. I might need to tell them to go wider, the wingbacks. Because they are getting pulled in a little bit too much there. I didn't like that. And that's something you wouldn't see if you're not playing on extended highlights. Because you could see it. They're getting pulled in a little bit too much, not having enough space for them to get the ball out to them. So we might need to do that. I'm just... Yeah, see, I want them to hog the line a little bit more to try and pull these guys out, right? I mean, we don't really look for spaces in there, but I want to stretch them a little bit more also to make sure that... I don't know yet. I mean, he does have space out here, and so does this guy over here. But I might want them closer to the lines. In this case, it's okay. And that's a really good header. The goalkeeper nowhere near it, so it was all about just getting it on target. Pretty good. Exactly what we wanted to see there. I mean, it wasn't a big chance, but it was, you know, how we want to play here. Another header from... Okay. Yeah, it was a free kick, wasn't it? I mean, like, it is what it is. Not too worried about that. Alright, 30 minutes gone. Not a whole lot is happening here. And as you can see, we are not in possession. They are in possession. I don't know if you saw it, but we're definitely not in possession in this game. We are just getting our chances from, I wouldn't say counterattacks, but kind of, right? See, 38%. We are getting the chances. Off target 3, woodwork 1, clear cut chances 1. That's probably the goal actually. Half chances none. Corners none. Okay. Fouls 6. So we are going in for them in the midfield. That's sure. Passes completed 91%. 191 of those. Cross completed 7. Yeah. So we're getting a lot of crosses completed here. That's really good to see. Tackles 163%. That's pretty good as well. I mean, at least it's decent, right? Headers 175%. Yeah. It looks like how I would thought. I just want to take a look at this. Shots of target. Puskas, Kvet, Petrak, Kovarik. Okay. I don't really want them to shoot too much, so we might... I don't know if I can do anything about that actually, because they are already told to not really shoot from range. I mean, no, they're not told to not shoot from range. They're just told to not shoot too often. But if there is an opportunity, they will take their chances even from range, so you can't really do anything about that. You can't tell the guys to not shoot at all. That's not possible. You can only tell them to shoot less often. Make the chances bigger. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Get them on the outside here. Don't look. Okay, that's good. As long as they are trying to cross, I'm okay with it. Even if they get goals from crosses, that's okay. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for them to get on the outside and use all 3 central defenders to just, you know, yeah, win the battles in the air, so to speak, right? That's what we're looking for. When it comes to defending, of course. We don't want them to go through the mid and get shots off tiki-taka way. Oh, again! Oh, that was really, really gross. Again, I think it was maybe the advanced forward being in there, almost picking it up and just had an easy goal tap in. But he didn't. I don't know how they defended that, but they did. Passing network. Just quick look here. I think we are over here on the black. We're playing in black this one. So you can see the attacking midfielder coming really far down. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to see actually. And yeah, it looks pretty damn decent here. It's pretty much what I was expecting to see, to be honest. Yeah, it's not too bad, and they are having a lot on the wings, nothing in the mid. Exactly what I wanted to see. No big chances for them at all. 0.22 in XG. So far, I would say the tactic and the way I, both defensively and going forward, is what I was expecting to see, and and we got the goal, so I can't really complain at all here. I think it's going exactly how I was hoping for, so let's just move on. Good, very good. And I don't even have anything to... Right now, I haven't seen anything where oh yeah, maybe the wingbacks going wider when we are going forward. That could be a thing. Could be a thing to let them go a little bit wider, but I need to see it a couple more times here to make the decision after this match, if I really want them to do that. I don't want to change it inside the match here, because I could do that, but we're not really looking for it, right? We're not. It's the decision I'm gonna make after the match, if I decide to do it. Okay, that's a really good run here, and then cut it back for someone. No, directly into the target forward. Lovely. Great. Not a bad chance. Getting one more on target. Another 0.10 in XG probably. Something like that. Many of those headers are going to be 0.10 in XG. But by doing that, we're also looking for corners. And in this case, we're not really getting them, but we're definitely looking for them. That's a good chance. Ooh, that was dangerous. I don't know how that happened, actually. Kind of a counter where we were a little bit out of position and he ran into us all the way in without our wingbacks being home and helping out. Not great. Puskas, Kvet, Ramosta, Nesit, Puskas getting into position. Not bad. Little tiki-taka in there, playing through the mid. Okay, and we get the corner. Good. And this is where we are strong. We are very good here. Okay, fair enough. 62 minutes. Let's pause it here and think about things. Is there anyone really, not playing well or anything? Hulker is not having a good game in there in the central defense. Okay. Could take him out. Probably also like to get our... very often it's probably going to be the wingbacks we're going to take off here. He's nervous. That's annoying. Oh, both our wingbacks are nervous and apprehensive. That's annoying, but... yeah, I think they need to come on. But it might be too early. It might be too early. I'm thinking we're going to wait with our substitute here. We don't really need to do any substitute here. We can wait a bit. Oh, what is this? Okay. Okay. Nesit, back to Petrak. Oh, it's a penalty. Hello. Maybe. VAR, check. Yes, okay. Penalty awarded. I don't know who is going to take it. Do we have a chance to... No. Okay, so... Nesit. Okay, that's fine. I don't know how much he got in terms of... let's see what his... penalty taking. 14. Okay, that's fine. that should do. That should do. Alright. Bring it home, man. 2-0. That would be absolutely awesome here. Yes, it's a good penalty. It's a very good penalty by Nesit. Both our strikers got a goal now. That's good. Very good, actually. Love to see it. Love to see it. And our wingbacks. Look at those ratings on our wingbacks, right? 7.4, 7.0. Really good. And Bedreka in the ball-playing defender also 7.1 now. Good. Very, very good. Now we can probably afford to take someone off a little bit earlier than I thought. That's great. Oh, we might get a chance here. Okay, he's going back. Fair enough. To the ball-playing defender here. Kovarik, Bedegra, Kvet, Hulka, Bedaka. I think it's more like Bedaka. Kovarik. If you can find the yes, and it's right where yeah, it's a good cross because it's getting into the target forward, and that's what I'm looking for every single time. Winners, yes, Hulka moving up and winning that one. Good, very good. I mean, everything looks good, right? The only thing I'm right now is thinking is those wingbacks maybe need to hog the lines a little bit more because we could tell them, you could come in here and actually tell them to go stay wider. Still not sure about it, but we could definitely do that. But I mean, they're playing quite well, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just let them play how they're playing. I'm not too sure what I want to do here, to be honest. I think it's just managing the condition here. So maybe Kovarik on the wing back. We have options, and that also means Kovarik could play the next game fairly easily. And I think that's how we're gonna go with it. But both the wing backs out and just fresh legs in there again, pushing a little bit on their. I think that's the way to go. And then the last sub. Did we have 5 subs actually? I think we did. Yeah, we do. We do have 5 subs. If I do them correctly. Which means I need to do one more now. Which is great. I'm thinking the strikers. I'm thinking the strikers or Kvet here. He's used a lot of his energy on that roaming playmaker role. And fresh legs in the midfield, bringing Ikedi, whatever his name is. I think I'm gonna call him Ikedi. Bringing him in the midfield because we do have 2 more in the 80th minute now. With how subs are working in this game right now in this league. I do want to do the opposition instructions here. There we go. Confirm. Go 10 minutes more and then we're going to make 2 more subs, I believe. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there are only 3 shops, but, well, we'll find out. Good. Okay, we got a highlight here in the 80th minute. Winners. Yes. And Nesit getting it down. Good first touch. Back to Novi. All the way back to Ikedi. That's fine. Puskas. Nesit coming deep. Ikedi out to the wing back. Good. And he can take the battle out here. Maybe winning it and get a cross in. Oh, he's cutting back for Petrak. Ikedi. Good football here. Novi. Oh, that's not good football. And that's really great. Actually, Kostel being that wide, that's what I'm looking for. I'm telling them to be wide when we are out of position, or when we are in position, because then they will often bring us the ball. They won't have the wingers up there, and they will just pick up the ball really quickly, getting directly into attacking positionings again here for us. Novi cutting it back again for Petrak. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's good. Come on, we are in there. Yes! Petrak! Defensive midfielder getting a goal. Well done. I mean, we are completely playing them thin with a tiki-taka, which we are not really looking for, but I guess we're just that good in this case. That was... I mean, they I don't know what they're doing here, but very good goal by Petrak. Well done. Well done, mate. I think we can just, right after this highlight here, we can just go in here and see who we... Nesit, yeah, he's coming off for Ukuvu and... Oh, Ukvu, not Ukuvu, Ukvu. And... I mean, I think that's how you're pronouncing it. Ukvu. I would think that's close to. I think Puskas may be coming off. Yeah, I think don't really want to change this central defense here. I think Puskas is coming off for this guy Vanisek, who's more. He's more. Yeah, he's probably more a winger, but he can definitely go in here and play that attacking midfielder role. I think on attack. Yeah, he doesn't have the finishing, but other than that, he should be okay in that spot. He's probably more an Nganze actually, but definitely not shadow striker. Advanced playmaker. That's actually not too bad. You know what? I'll personalize. I need to remember to do that when we are on support probably, actually. Nah, on attack, actually. On attack. There we go. There you go, mate. Get in there. Do something. You got 8 minutes. Yeah. Probably won't get too much time here but to do anything, but that's fine. We got another corner. We have completely, in this second half, we completely killed them. Well, I'm saying that, and now they got a good chance here. 3 versus 3, maybe 3 versus 4. Well done, Petrak. What? That was lovely. Ooh, it might be a good one for Kamosta to get a brace. Oh, it's another penalty. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's lovely football. Again, we're doing so well going forward. So well. Okay. So yeah, I'm not as worried about our tactic anymore as I was to begin with in the preseason against Ibar and I don't remember the other team we lost against, but yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty solid so far. And Kavina, away from home, they are probably equal opponents. So winning 3-0 here that's a big result actually. That's a really big result. Ukwu, Novi, see if he can get a cross into Ukwi. Okay, there we go. Let's see what this is. Again, playing them. The Roman playmaker with a long shot. And I'm sorry, I have a hard time saying their names. That's why I sometimes just don't say their name and just sit there silently. I need to, remember their names and pronounce them enough times to, Ukwu putting a bit of pressure on here. There we go, over the top. We should win this. Yes, Hulka, Petrak into Ukwu. Ah, well done by the goalkeeper holding that. Well, he didn't hold it, but at least he blocked it. All right. Ah, what a brilliant game by us. What a brilliant game. We were not favorites for this one. We were not favorites. It looked like, on paper, it looked like a very equal matched. The teams look pretty equally matched. So getting away with a 3-0 here, it's absolutely brilliant. Ikedi, Ukwu. He might get a chance. Oh, it's blocked. What the hell happened there? What? That was a bot, wasn't it? He looked like the fastest player in the world right there. But Durka, I mean, the central defense has been really solid as well here. Ukwu. There we go again. Petrak getting up there, the defensive midfielder. Perfect match. Perfect match for us. I have no complaints. Absolutely no complaints in this one. Who is the player of the match here? Petrak, yeah. That defensive midfielder did really well in this one. He intercepted quite a lot and won a lot of battles in the air. He got that goal. I mean, perfect match from him. Really good match from all of our wingbacks as well. Our target forwards did really well. I mean, all around, just solid performance. Absolutely solid. So there we go, guys. That's the first match of the season. The first match of our series as well. So yeah, we are off to a good start. Yeah, as you can see right here from they were actually favorites for this game, but slightly favorites, right? It did look like a draw on the paper. So yeah, I'm very happy about that result, and now we can just focus on, I don't know when I'm gonna come back here, Victoria Pilsen and Slavia Prague. Ooh, that's some tough games, and also an FA Cup in between. Okay, I'm thinking coming back for those 2 games. We're likely gonna lose them, but I think coming back for the hardest games is probably gonna be the most fun. So I think Victoria Pilsen and Prague is gonna be it. Yeah. I still think we're probably way off in terms of strength against these guys, but we should be okay when we are playing pretty hard opponents with the way we are playing. And it seems we're also pretty good against equal opponents. So, but I'm still thinking we're probably gonna lose them, which that's okay. I mean, it's the first season and all. And if we can get a result like a draw or something against them, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this second episode, and I will see you around next time.